everyone, I'm Melissa here and welcome to your Melissa Moment. Hello everyone, Melissa here. Welcome to your Melissa Moment and welcome to Fun Friday. We have a Temu package to open together. I think this has some wedding stuff in it, which I'm kind of excited about. I should grab my phone though. I just thought of that because I want to give you prices. So hang on one second. Okay. Now, I am waiting on a couple Temu orders. This one is the one we just got. So there should be 8 items in here. And yes, there's wedding stuff in here. It's all wedding stuff, actually. So, I'm not getting married. I've already been married a couple times, but that's another story. That might be a Wellness Wednesday. But my beautiful niece is getting married, and she has asked me if I would create her wedding bouquets. I am absolutely thrilled to do so. If you're unaware, I used to own a wedding store. I used to actually be a florist. And I have created many wedding bouquets, both real and with artificial flowers or permanent botanicals, which is what I like to refer to them as. And you guys, just like everything, it's so expensive to buy anything. I have secured a lot of the wedding flowers from Michael's Craft Store, but I've also ordered a couple things from Temu. And I have done some unboxing already on those things, like some ribbons and some, florist tape and things like that. So in here we have got a few more things for the wedding. So it came with a hole in it already. How lovely. So let's just open that up and see. Okay. Now, this is great. So, I ordered some flowers. And I've ordered flowers from Temu in the past for this wedding, and we already did an unboxing. And a couple things to note. The flowers I had already done, number one, they were very squished, and they really smelled bad. They needed a little help. My niece has since kind of tweaked her vision, which includes the colors that she's using for her wedding. So some of the flowers that I had already purchased, I'm unable to use because the colors just do not match her new vision. So I did have to order a few more. I'm hoping that these will match. It's really hard when you buy flowers online because the color you're seeing on your screen is not necessarily the color they're going to be when you get them. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping these are going to work. I really do. She's kind of gone with more of a neutral palette now, including kind of a dusty rose, blush pink, beige, tans, creams, that kind of a palette. So I'm hoping these will work. I ordered 2 bundles of roses and also some hydrangeas. So the roses, let's start there. I ordered 2 10-piece, so there should be 20 in total in what they considered a dusty rose color. This is what it looks like online. Now they were $10.79 for 10. So just a little over $1 each. This is what the Temu looks like. So that's what I was going off of. Okay. And this is what they look like packaged. So I do have 2 packages of them. You can just see how squished they are. Like they are flattened. So I'm going to need to give these a little bit of tender loving care to get them to where they should be. Let's do a smell test. Not bad. I mean, they've been in plastic. They kind of smell like plastic. A little bit of chemical, a little bit of plastic. Once I get them out of here and they have some, you know, airflow, I think they'll be fine. Let's see if we can take them out without them falling apart. Last time, all the heads fell off. So I assume that's going to happen a little bit this time, but we will try to be gentle as we take them out. Try to be gentle. Okay. Here they are. Let's just see if we can grab one to look at it. Okay. Actually, they don't look too bad, you guys. They don't look too bad at all, to be honest with you. I think they look kind of pretty, right? These look really pretty. And I would say the color is pretty darn close. Like, that looks pretty close. If anything, I think this looks a little more on the pink Dusty Rose side, and the actual one looks more toward the beige tan side. But I think these are going to work for the bouquets really nice. I'm actually okay with that. Okay, I can work with this, Temu. So like I said, I have 20 of these. I'm hoping this is going to be enough. I am creating, what do we got? 3 bridesmaid round bouquets, 1 cascading bride bouquet. These are too big to use for, well, they might not be, corsages and boutonnieres. I think they're a little bit too much. I think we'll do something different for those. So that's really all we need. And then possibly for the cake, but I don't think so. I think she's going to go a different direction. It would be nice to have just a couple extra, though, just in case she changes her vision again. But these are good. And I think, like I said, less than, or just a little bit more than $1 for each one. I think that's a pretty good price. I'm happy with that. Okay. Okay, Temu. So that's a win. What else do we have? I ordered just one. It's supposed to be 8 pieces of Dusty Rose hydrangeas. I only got one because hydrangeas are quite large, and I'm actually hoping I can maybe split it. So I'm not using a full hydrangea head because they're very large, but I just kind of want it as maybe like an accent or something. So we'll see. And again, in what they consider a dusty rose color, here's a picture. So again, it's very similar to the roses as far as the color goes. And these cost me $15.19 for 8 of them, but they're much larger. This is how they came. Again, the color, very, very similar. I'm going to say the color is very similar. I was actually hoping these would be a little bit more on the pink side, or maybe like mauvey, like pinky purple. They're not quite what I was wanting, but I think they'll still work. Again, packaged very tightly. Let's just try to take these out without damaging them. Okay. We're getting there. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, so here they are. See if we can get one. Now, again, they're very squished, so they're going to need a little bit of love and care here to kind of fan them out and make them beautiful again, because they have been very squished in here. Okay, but see, this is how they look when they're fanned out. So again, I'm not mad at this. Like, that's pretty good. That's me fanning it out. And this is kind of Can you see the difference there? Just by kind of fluffing it out, it has gotten bigger, right? The nice thing about these, I don't know if you can see, you see how they've got this? This is very easy to what I call split in a bouquet, because you can like move these down and have like another flower here, and then move these here and have another flower. So it's not just one big thing of this in the middle of your bouquet. You can do that too, but I kind of like it to look a little bit more, I don't know, wispy, you know what I mean? And this is very easy to stick other flowers in between these to give it that effect. So again, I think these are going to be really great for the bouquets. And the nice thing about these is I can also cut off a little bit, like even just this much here, right? And this can go as part of a boutonniere or a corsage. So I think that's good. Or I can add them in for the flower girls. Oh, I also need flowers for, the flower girls are going to be carrying lanterns instead of flower baskets. Because where the wedding is, it is supposed to be an outdoor ceremony, but the venue has very strict rules and they do not want anything scattered on the grounds, even natural flowers or things like that. They don't want things scattered because they try to keep things pristine. So she has opted for not doing, obviously, petals or things because of the rules of the venue. So she thought having the flower girls carry a lantern down, which fits in with her vision, a very kind of like romantic, woodsy kind of vibe, which I think will be beautiful. So I do need a few flowers just to decorate the lanterns a little bit so it all comes together. So again, I think those are going to work just fine. And then I also ordered some organza ribbon. Let's see if I can find those. Ooh, perfect. This color is perfect. They call this color, this is interesting. They call this color a light gray purple. That's what they call the color. This was $3, $2.98, and it's 50 yards of ribbon. Okay, that is equivalent to about 150 feet. Plenty. And this is a 1.5 centimeter wide. So I got this specifically for the corsages. But they have a lot of different colors. That one there that's highlighted, that is the color I purchased. I thought it was close to the dusty rose. And this, I think, is going to be perfect. This is it here. So they call that light gray purple. How interesting. But there's a lot of ribbon on there. And I think, again, you guys, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I think it's going to be absolutely beautiful. I'm getting excited. Okay, so that's the ribbon. Yay, $3. Like, honestly, you go to a dollar store, you get what, an eighth of this for like $2.50? That's crazy. Things like this, I swear, Temu, it's the place to go for any kind of ribbon or florist tape or florist wire or boutonniere magnets. Those kinds of supplies, go to Temu. It's way cheaper. Okay, the last thing, like I said, she has, did I say? I don't know if I did. She has 4 flower girls, okay? Now, again, she's not 100% sure. Originally, she had decided they would be carrying the lanterns, and she was thinking floral crowns. And then she's still doing the lanterns, but she's not sure about the floral crowns. Now, I did purchase floral crowns already from Temu, but they were in the original colors she wanted, and she's changed that vision. So now those floral crowns, I've decided not to use them at all. I had told her, because she's still kind of on the fence about the floral crowns, and I said, you know what? Let me just make them. If you use them, you use them. If you don't, you don't. But I'd rather have them in case you want them than not have them, right? But the original floral crowns will not work because I had gotten them in the original colors, like the deep burgundy with a hint of like, you know, rusty orange and yellow and things like that. And I had debated like taking all the flowers off and just keeping like the frame of the crown and recreating one. But I just felt for the price, it was a lot of work, and it's probably best just to scrap that idea completely, try to resell those crowns to get some money back, and then buy new floral crowns. Now, I did buy 4 new floral crowns from Temu, but they are not done, if that makes sense. I basically bought them in neutral color, mostly because I want the structure of the crown, I want the framework. And then I'm going to add in flowers that I have that will be in the actual bouquets, again, just to tie everything together. So this is kind of my base for the floral crown. This is not it done in its entirety. This is just a base. Now, these were $5.89 each, okay? And I got them in what they call light pink. So this is what they're supposed to look like. Very neutral, very, very light pink, mostly cream. And this is what they look like. So again, very close to what the picture is. Again, yes, these are squished. They're gonna need a little fluffing, but that's fine. Again, they don't smell horrible. It's more of just kind of the plasticky from the bag. But I'm actually really happy with these. Like, these are actually pretty full. Honestly, these are pretty good, you guys. I don't think I'm going to need to add a whole lot into these. Like, I may just put like a little bit of this color in there because she sent me a picture of the dresses she wants them to wear, and it has a really beautiful bow, which I think is similar to this color. So I think by adding just like a little bit of that in here, it's just going to tie everything together. This does have ivory ribbon on here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that because the dresses, to me, she sent me a picture. It does say ivory as the description, but the picture of the dress to me looks white. And you shouldn't really mix ivories and whites together. They don't usually go well. So I may swap out this ivory ribbon for this ribbon. I think that would look really pretty. So I haven't decided yet, but we can always decide that later. But just to give you an idea, if you're not familiar with floral crowns, they're great because, number one, they're very bendable, okay? Because obviously every flower girl is a different age and their head circumference is different, right? But the way these are built is you can adjust these depending on the child. So if you have a much younger child, you know, you can put them really tight. If you have an older child, you can make them bigger. And they're actually quite comfortable. You can also wear them different ways. You can wear them more of like a headband style. So it looks like this, okay? And then you would tie it like underneath their hair if they have long hair. Or you can put it right on top of the head, like an actual crown, like that. I kind of prefer it a little tilted, more like this. And like, okay, like I'm a grown up, right? So you can see this does pretty much fit anyone. Now, this is pretty secure on its own, actually. I don't see this falling off at all. But you can also secure it with some bobby pins into the children's hair if you feel, because I mean, sometimes kids are a little rambunctious, right? And things fall off. If you want to put a few bobby pins in there just to secure it, you definitely can. I think these are really cute though. Like, I even like it on me. It's so cute. Honestly, I think once she sees the floral crowns, I think she's going to go with them, especially on little girls. I don't know. It just makes them look so cute. I mean, they look cute as it is, but it just, I don't know. It just adds to it, you know? And I think because the girls aren't actually spreading rose petals or flower petals, I think having some flowers in their hair, I think just pulls the whole flower girl aspect together. And I mean, obviously they're going to carry lanterns down the aisle, but they're not going to be holding the lanterns all night, right? So by having this in their hair, you know, it's just going to look cute. And I don't know of any child who doesn't want to wear a type of crown, right? Like my daughter's 9. She loves dressing up. She loves wearing little tiaras and things like that. And it just, she feels pretty, and she's beautiful. So I think the floral crowns are going to be a hit. I really do. So I'm really happy with this quality too, you guys. Like, let's just look at this for a minute, okay? We've got, can you see the structure of it? And then look at the amount of flowers they have put in here. This was $5.89 plus the ribbon. $5.89. I would not be able to go out and purchase all of this for $5.89, let alone the time it takes me to make it. So sometimes it makes sense to buy things pre-made. Now, like I said, I probably could just leave this as is and be like, here's the crowns for the flower girls. I probably could, but I don't want to do that. Number one, I put a lot of pride in my work, and I want these to match all the other flowers, right? These are going to be in pictures. You want things to look cohesive. I mean, you don't have to. Don't get me wrong. There's no real rules to weddings anymore. But I know my niece, and she kind of wants everything to match a little bit. And I don't blame her. I have OCD. I would too. So I am going to add in some of the other flower colors and stuff just to pull it all together. But honestly, this is absolutely fine, just as it is. So if you have an upcoming wedding or anything like that, Temu, you guys, seriously. And these are even better, in my opinion, than the first ones that I bought. The first ones I bought, they didn't have as many flowers as this. They looked a lot more sparse. This, I would be quite happy putting this on the little flower girls, and it looks done. It looks complete. It looks finished to me. So yay, that is a definite win for Temu. Very, very happy about that. This was a great haul. Sometimes you order things from Temu and you're disappointed. Not like this. This is great. The picture is exactly as described. Very happy with it. So for all of these items, I paid like $70. Okay, so that's not bad. I don't think I would get them cheaper anywhere else. I really don't. Okay, I'm excited. Yay. So what a fun Friday this is. I'm very excited to make these bouquets now. I think it's going to be amazing. I'm getting very excited about it all coming together. I hope my niece loves them when they're done. That's my only concern. It's so funny. I have made hundreds of bouquets for many different brides. And I have never been nervous to show a bride my work. I've never been nervous. And I've only had one bride didn't like what I did. And it's funny because she brought in a picture of what she wanted, and I literally made it exactly like the picture. Like, you could not tell it wasn't a picture of the bouquet I made, and she wasn't happy. So I'm not counting that one. But I've never had a bride be disappointed. If anything, I've had them say things like, it's better than I could ever have imagined. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Like, love it. So I'm hoping she loves them. But this is the one time I'm nervous that she's going to hate them. And she probably won't, because she's a beautiful person and she's lovely and she never has a bad thing to say about anything or anyone. But I think just because she's family, I don't want to disappoint her. And I feel honored that she asked me to do this for her. Technically, she didn't ask. I offered and she accepted. But still, I want her to be happy, right? This is like the biggest day of her life so far. And I want everything to go just the way she wants. So hopefully it all works out. I cannot wait. I'm excited. I probably will take you along the journey of me creating the bouquets. So if you want to see me do wedding bouquets, make sure you've subscribed and you click that notification bell. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. As always, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.